what you chewing on this week, Eski? You're not eating a Kit Kat.
I don't have a Kit Kat. I
On
have
it.
good old LGBT positive
Oh yeah, dude. Trans
Bud
rights
Light.
beer. Hell yeah, Bud
Yeah,
Light.
the best kind.
That's the only kind as far as I'm concerned, honestly.
If it ain't trans, I don't want it.
If your beer doesn't support the rights of the disparaged and marginalized, then I don't want it.
True.
This is why I don't drink.
And based, actually. Based and true.
Fucking blessed as well, dude.
Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
All right, so to follow up on something that you said last week about the vaccinated meme, you know, when
I
people
don't
just
remember.
reply, you just like people just reply randomly to like a thread and be like,
Oh,
vaccinated?
vax question mark? Yeah.
Yeah. So someone had one about like a guy dying to a manatee, and then the picture is just a picture of a manatee picture and it says vaccinated. And I was
I
like,
wanna
damn, dude.
Are you on the correct microphone?
Am I? I
That
think
sounded
so.
okay. Okay. It was just a little distanced. I'm sorry. We're good.
Well, see, the thing is that
Vaccinated.
it might be the wrong mic for Discord, but it's the right mic for the record.
That's okay. I can turn my shit up.
Turn it up.
Yeah.
I'd be a
Yeah, my
great hype
wife's
man, dude.
my wife said, yeah, you would make a good hype man.
I'd be the second best guy on the stage. First best would be the rapper. Second best would be me going,
Doing ad libs.
"Let's go!"
Yeah. Shit.
And I just say that the last half of like the third line of a verse with the rapper at the same time, and it's like super hype. Wow.
We're jumping into AI super early today, but in one of my traversing's into having AI covers, I had the SpongeBob SquarePants Squad cover "No Love" by Eminem and Lil Wayne, and I never actually noticed until I started like sectioning out the different voices that Lil Wayne has a lot of ad libs when Eminem is rapping, but they're like kind of subtle. So yeah, shit, and then he'll like say stuff in line with him. So getting Squidward tentacles to be ad libbing with SpongeBob was pretty awesome.
I'm trying to think of what my favorite ad lib is. I think it's Ugly God. I think it's Ugly God going water, splash.
We just legalize nuclear bombs. That's my favorite.
That's sick.
Shadow Wizard Money Gang. But it's an ad lib has to be like in the middle of a song. Like it can't just be
Yeah, dude.
it's not a tag. So I think plug. I think that's a good one.
Plug. That is a good one. Plug, 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 plug.
But I don't like that's kind of a mix because it originally was a tag, I think,
I don't know.
and now it's an ad lib.
I think it can be both. I think a good ad lib is a good plug and a good tag.
You
Plug.
you've heard I've showed you some Yeet songs, right? You've heard of
I'm familiar with Yeet. Yes.
you know about the
I actually
Yeet
watched a
Bell?
video yesterday, 2 days ago, called like "Will Yeet last in this music industry? Is he around to stay?" And like the answer they landed on was probably not. And I'm like, good.
The Yeet Bell goes hard though, dude. In his whole vibe that he creates, the gong. That's a
What would
good
be a
ad
really
lib
good
right
one,
there.
actually. A really good one would be the Taco Bell, like the Live Moss Bell.
Yeah, but that's probably copyrighted, which is why they don't
Yeah,
do
but
it.
that would go hard if you paid for it, dude.
You know what? Yeet probably came up with the Yeet Bell because he wanted the Taco Bell, and he didn't afford it. He couldn't afford it because he was
What he really wanted was the
up and
Drake
coming.
Bell, but then he got in trouble.
That was an interesting. Wow,
You know what's
it's
funny is I don't think either one of them are well adjusted now.
there was like a weird like parasociality with them when Josh was on Vine that I remember, and he was like complaining that Drake didn't want to come to his wedding or something, or like he didn't show up. Like I don't know, it was
I
like
thought it was
weird
Drake
manufactured
didn't.
drama.
I thought it was he didn't invite Drake to his wedding.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Some weird thing. He just
They
didn't
got-
invite me.
They were estranged and they were angry and then they made up and they hugged me, brother. But then he went to Mexico. And then he got in trouble for endangering a minor.
Although, yeah, so like this was all over messages, right? There wasn't anything in person that happened.
I don't know, man.
That was weird. That was a weird court case. Court happened over Skype then. Like he
Bro, yeah, 2020 was wild.
that was a weird time, dude.
God. That's fucking sucks.
You ever
Especially when
feel
it has- Go ahead.
Oh, I don't know if I want to go here. All right, we're gonna do it.
You go ahead. I can hold on mine.
You ever feel schizophrenic? You ever like
You ever just give into the inner voice, dude? You ever just give into the Dark Lord that lives in your brain?
what I'm actually talking about is coming across random like pieces of art or media that's created and curated for you, and it says "wake up" with an exclamation point. Wake up! Wake up!
I've seen a few of those, yes. But did you see the series of TikToks I posted of the girl named Yanni in
No.
the Ideas channel? I don't want to share these because I feel like I'm just going to rip into this girl too much for speaking with Ebonics, and I'm just a bad person then. But
she's
she
working at
basically
McDonald's.
But if you notice in every thumbnail, you can see the placement of the cheese or something going on with the food. Bro, the cheese is like 3/4 to halfway off of the bun every single time.
Why?
Bro, my shit be getting fucked up by Yanni, dude. She comes to my McDonald's and fucks my shit up. The fucking last one's a McChicken video, and I'm not even kidding you, 1/8 of the bun has mayonnaise on it, and it's a huge glob. All the mayonnaise in one spot, dude. It's fucking horrible. Like, there is a way to do this better, and it is not making TikToks about it. That's what I guarantee. There is times where I get on TikTok and I just see someone's content, and I'm like, I'm hearing the voice, dude. I'm hearing our dark masters. Like, tune in.
She's actually a genius. This is done on purpose to trigger people. It has to be that.
It has to be, because the fact that she has so many other TikToks that don't do as well as the TikToks that I linked. The ones that I linked are the ones that have the most views on them, basically. They're millions. And it's because she's fucking up the food, dude. Like, the first one I saw was a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. And she puts, I'm not even kidding you, dude. She takes the corner, and she puts that one corner on the fucking biscuit, and then the rest of it's hanging off of the shit. I cannot, bro. Oh, no. Bro, I cannot with Yanni, man. She be wilding out. Like,
dude, she just took over my computer and exited the stream for a second.
Yeah, no one will see this on the side of the actual edit of the episode, because I managed to stop the recording when you disappeared, and they'll be like, yeah, dude, Yanni just took your fucking spirit. She just to the shadow realm, dude.
She tipped me to the shadow realm, dude.
She fucking rubbed your eye, dude. That's crazy.
It's not Shadow Wizard Money Gang. It's Shadow Wizard Yanni Gang. That's what it is for real.
Fucking McDouble gang. What's your go-to order at McDonald's?
I get a double cheeseburger, no ketchup, no mustard, add lettuce, add mac sauce with a medium fry. Well done.
You make a bogus Big Mac.
That is $3 cheaper, mind you, because they don't upcharge for lettuce and mac sauce.
I'm not eating Big Macs out here anyways.
Sorry, it's only the cheapest item on the menu, or maybe the McDouble is. I can't remember which one.
I think the McDouble's slightly cheaper because there's a second piece of cheese on the double cheese.
So it's 1 cheese, 2 patty versus 2 cheese, 2 patty.
Well, you see, it's the cost of them having to go down to the cheese caves for the second slice. That's what makes it so much
That's
more
a throwback.
expensive.
Name that episode that was in, chat, if you remember. The cheese caves. He didn't even know. You didn't even know about the cheese caves until I told you about it.
Some people might not. I don't know. I don't know if people watch this shit or not.
People don't know like a lot of what's around them. You know what I didn't know about? Every building has something called a firebox, which is something that the fire department can access that has keys to the entire building, and it's just sitting right on the front of every building, anywhere. So if you could figure out some way to, you'd have access to the building.
You have a good point.
You know, but that must be a real secure fucking box.
Also inferior. I'm just gonna say that.
Dude, when did they switch to not dollar menu? This wasn't like a couple years ago. I feel like this was like, no, this had to have been before.
No,
because
listen. Here's what happened. There was a slight price raise, 2018, 2019. Okay, but then there was all day breakfast. So we were like, shmee shmop. I can get burger. I can get like McChicken, and I can get fucking bacon, egg, and cheese. It's all good.
Shmee shmop. True.
Dude, that's just the way you deal with it. Shmee shmop. But then COVID happened, and the egg shortage happened. So then all day breakfast stopped, and then they're just like, well, recession, inflation. Here comes the $3 triple cheeseburger, which ruined my McDonald's order.
And along with that came the Quavo meal or whatever, the offset meal. What a dog shit promotion. You had to get it through the app. You couldn't order
Wasn't
it.
there like it was the Offset and Cardi B meal?
Yeah, which was like
Yeah.
they had a Sprite, and then it was like a honey bun or honey biscuit or something.
No, not even, dude. It was actually super weak sauce. There were certain orders like like things like the Grimace shake, or like the Travis Scott meal, which was
That was what I was thinking.
That
Travis
one was
Scott.
hilarious, dude. Which that was nothing too special, but it was special enough. Now here's the greatest strategy of all these things that happened at McDonald's. You remember when they brought back the orange drink?
The high C?
Yeah.
I didn't know they brought it back because it's never been.
It went away. No, it went away before, and then it came back. But you see, when it went away, nothing took its place initially. But over time, they developed a mixed berry Sprite that was exclusive to McDonald's. Yes.
You want a Sprite mixed berry?
And then guess what? Guess what, bitch? They say, no, thank you. Get rid of. Bring back orange drink. And I was like, fuck. Like, by the time we went to McDonald's, when I knew orange drink was back and I had heard that, I was like, all right, cool. So we go to McDonald's. We make the order. The last thing I'm ordering is the fucking berry Sprite for me. I order Sam's food first or order my food.
Yeah.
They go, oh, we don't have that anymore. I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, when we brought back the orange, we got rid of the mixed berry Sprite. I just go, no. I'm like, all right, I'll get an orange. Like, that's all I could do. I had to surrender to the way.
You can't fight the system, man. It makes decisions greater than us.
Mixed berry Sprite was so good. R.I.P.
So you've never seen Wake Up like in person. You've only seen it like in video form.
Yeah.
I
guess I've seen some like. Okay, there are some people who I've worked with before who are like giga shit posters who will like in a corkboard in the bathroom like pin up a fucking meme like they just print it out on paper. So really, it's from the internet. But like the Sonic Roleplay Club was not like an original. Like that was like a post that came up 4 years ago. Someone like posted it up, and it's just like Sonic Warehouse Club or like Roleplay Club outside of this location at this time on Fridays. Blah blah blah. Like $40 entry fee. P.S. You can't do this or wear tennis shoes, and also I can't be Sonic. I already am. Like so good. Such a funny thing for like 60-year-olds.
But it's like written with crayon. Written with crayon.
It's typed in Comic Sans.
Oh, okay. Even better. I went to Five Guys with Rachel to get lunch the other day, and there's like they've got the thing of peanuts, and so I was thinking about getting peanuts, and then I see a board of artwork. I guess they have crayons for children, and not even dead center, but the first thing that I look at is a white sheet of paper with "Wake Up" in all green crayon, and I'm just like,
okay,
who the fuck is messing with people right now?
I love.
I don't know. It was surreal
Either way,
because I've seen it in video meme format. Okay, shut up. Yes, I did question her a little bit to make sure that she's not Skinwalker.
Matrix, dude.
A little bit, dude. But like I've seen it on TikToks before, but it was like ironic and stuff.
Moment, your wife just roasted you from the back.
Yeah, she just fucking destroyed me.
You fucked idiot. God damn.
Good luck in Ecuador, all right? Are you gonna be real when you come back?
Find me a little Rico Suave down there if you don't watch it.
Okay. Yeah.
Damn, she said she's gonna cheat on you, bro. That's fucked up.
Yeah, she did. She did say that. That's okay.
He cucks, boy. That's good. That's good. That's crazy that you saw that. I'm sorry you had disassociated in public.
It's weird. Like, in the thing that I'm trying not to drive myself crazy is a couple.
Someone was starting to work.
Oh, great! She washed it. Thrifting from the garbage. It's actually outside of the garbage. You know the apartment level garbage is actually like, I don't want to throw this away because someone else might use it, so I'm gonna leave it on the side of the dumpster.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
Bro,
so
no, we have a little folding chair that's Darth Vader that we got for my son the week he was born because someone was going to throw it out.
It's amazing.
Like, no, it's fine.
Gifting.
Yeah, like, first off, we'd throw this away anyways.
Yeah.
A child's Darth Vader chair? I want my son to be a Sith Lord from a young age. He needs to know that he's choosing the right, like, it's the right choice, dude. Fuck the Jedi.
Fair enough. They thought they were the good guys, but at the cost of like
were they the good
wiping
guys?
up
a video essay in 40 minutes.
Yeah, true.
Dude, speaking of video essays, you want to talk about the reason why we're probably not reacting this week? Because you hit on the button, but it's not because I feel guilty about it or like it's a big deal. It's because I feel like we should be.
Wait, did that make the decision right there?
Bro, I watched plenty of the videos of people saying shit recently of like I've seen plenty
Okay.
of shit. They've been
No,
like,
no,
listen,
no.
how is our React content is not lazy. It's transformative. I understand that. We follow fair use. We talk about things. We like actually like have astute conversations about them. We don't sit here and just be like, let's watch an entire episode of Cake Boss while we make up
Well,
episode of the podcast.
technically,
Although that would be a
we
sick
did
podcast.
we did have one episode where we had 3 videos playing the entire time, and we just had them playing in the background. So to be fair, and I
was
did
good.
put Subway Surfer on my screen. It was good. It was very good. Yeah, I think people are doing what they do, and they're virtue signaling on X. No longer Twitter, by the way. Rip Twitter.
Well,
It is now
the question
just the letter
that
X.
Before we get to X, and we talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about this. Do we hate or do we like Sniper Wolf?
Sniper Wolf.
Yeah, that's the whole center of the controversy. It's because Sniper Wolf is only a reactor basically these days.
What?
Yeah, dude, she has 33 million subscribers on YouTube, and if you look at all of her most recent videos for the last 6 months, all she does is react to TikTok.
I thought it was. Oh, interesting. Okay,
Yeah, so
that's a new context for me.
Which is why Jax Films is talking shit.
Hmm.
And then I watched a Ludwig video, and I was just like, yeah.
I just saw the XQC tweet. That was the only thing that I saw where he was.
What
Now I
did he
didn't
say?
follow the rabbit hole that way.
What did XQC say?
He said this is the. I'm gonna paraphrase horribly. It was basically like this.
I'll pull it up.
It's basically like
I got the X, dude. You said fuck X. I like X. I like Twitter.
fuck X. He just said no one actually
Kid
cares. They're just virtue signaling. That was the gist.
That's what the juicer always does. He always says like someone's just talking shit or just whatever, blah blah blah.
Well, I think it's true. Because you know what? All these people that are up in arms
Okay, but there's
certainly weren't worried about DMCA when they
there
were
is a
watching
certain level
MasterChef.
of, like, yeah, I agree. And I think the MasterChef era was like indicative of it. But I also mimicked the MasterChef era and did something of myself though. I started watching every episode of Power Rangers season 1. Like going forward, somewhere in the stream towards the end, I would watch one episode or two, and then I would like compete the same thing. And
Have
it's
a
all
mirror.
but hear me out. It's on YouTube.
Fair enough. You're
It's all on
watching stuff
YouTube,
that's on YouTube.
Just like MasterChef is actually.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Or I think Kitchen Nightmares is actually. I don't know. There's quite a bit of content actually on YouTube that is streamable, but I don't think that should like auto qualify it. You know what I mean? Because here's the deal.
Yeah.
If YouTube streamers, this is where I think this is like where there's some actual controversy in the issue of streaming.
I'm ready. I'm ready to
reacting
fight.
content. If you stream on YouTube and you're streaming something that is copyright,
It will
get a
warn
warning
you.
and then you will
Yeah.
eventually just get your stream like no longer. You can't viewably click it or anything until you stop that, right?
And it can be stuff that's on YouTube that you'll get dinged for.
Yes,
Like
that
stuff
can
that's
happen.
on the site
That's-
itself.
That's fine. That is how it works. YouTube itself is categorizing, documenting, and then like punishing accordingly, how they see fit, and that's their arbitration. The issue is that on Twitch, there's no connection with the YouTube thing. With Kick, there's
Well,
no connection.
Twitch is just a dog shit company, and they don't have the means or desire to
But that's what I'm saying.
worry
It's-
about
it's
something
not-
like that.
It's not just them though, too. It's Kick. It's every other platform. The only platform that's arbitrating React content truthfully, at some level, is YouTube. Everybody else is just
Sure.
water.
I don't think that like I don't think that it's causing harm to people when people are reacting to stuff. It's the company Warner Brothers isn't losing money
We'll be out
necessarily.
street Warner
They
Brothers.
could be.
Yeah.
First of all, it could be the case that when people are reacting to someone's video, that's the only time they'll ever watch it. Like,
Maybe.
who's to say that these hundreds of thousands of views that are on the streamer's channel would have somehow gone to the video otherwise? Like, a lot of times people just are wanting to be with their parasocial daddy, and so they want to watch whatever they're watching, and they look at the screen and they want to see the reaction and make sure, oh, I'm laughing at the same time. We're just
So
like twins.
let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Do you believe in view economy?
That there's only a certain amount
Of views to be given in total, in general. And that, like, if you were to have X person watching something that is much more viewable because they are watching XQC, Poke, whoever you want to say, right?
Mhm.
Do you think that because like that is where the view will go to and the money will go to ultimately.
Not necessarily, because they can DMCA the video. They can take the rights to it or whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's a 90-second form that you fill out, and you say, "Hey, this is my content," and then it's on the person to respond or give them the money rights to that video.
Within YouTube, at the very least, what it is that you can like contact them directly. You can basically strike it to get it taken down, and that gives them a strike.
No, I think you can claim it.
You can claim, but you can't claim it. There's one thing you can't do. This is like what Lovely talked about in his video. He literally said verbatim, you cannot, and he showed this in the platform thing too, that you cannot claim the video to like leave it up and then like claim the income yourself.
Well, so that must be a new thing from when I was.
The only thing that people who it's available to is like record companies.
I remember there were companies that were made in like 2015, 2013 that were literally just shamly getting the rights to other people's content and then raking in money that way. Like it was like millions of investment dollars in like building these things.
The adpocalypse thing that happened around.
Yeah.
Hang on,
2 seconds.
Your thing. As far as the adpocalypse thing goes, I think that falls under the quantity. If I'm not mistaken, I think it falls under the same thing with the record label, who have the access to that option.
Yeah, they might have mitigated it, but still, you can get the video taken down, which is fine. But like, I don't think a internet historian, for example, is someone who like really cares about the reaction video. Yeah, because it's not paying his money, it's not paying his bills or whatever. But what it's doing is creating like a certain culture around their content and then exposing it to more people who we don't know would have seen it in the first place. And so I think a lot of people are like, we're on this trend right now where it's down with, evil capitalists and greedy people, and everyone wants to like show off how righteous they are and stuff. And I think this is the next thing to.
If we ask the same people those kind of like virtue signaling, things or like against those ideas, we'd be like, okay, so you have this opportunity to get the bag. Do you do it? And they're like, oh no, my morals and ethics? No. Like the biggest upheld moral thing in capitalist society, even from people who are saying eat the rich and all that other bullshit, is that get the fucking bag at all costs.
Well, I don't think it's at all costs.
There's a certain respect around it, though. You know what I mean? There'd be an otherwise like thing where a person, you see them rich or whatever, and then you find out like the way they got rich, and if it's something like slightly dirty or grubby, like it might be a little bit troublesome, but the reality is there's other people who might respect them.
I mean the whole like you did what you had to do or whatever, but
the hustle.
But I think that there's like I don't think that there's really any way, and what we're talking about isn't like $10,000, $15,000. It's like millions of dollars when you get to that point, right? Where you're like you're Amazon taking a loss on diapers for 5 years in order to crush diapers.com, right? Where you're like not only doing like dubious things to your employees and stuff, but you're stamping out competition in other ways that are like kind of gross. Yeah. But it's not like farming content. Like the whole I live stream to hundreds of thousands of people or tens of thousands of people. Okay, wait. I'm going to draw a distinction here. Forget everything I just started building up to. There is a difference between live reacting to content and then uploading that to your fucking channel. Like uploading the video in its entirety when you're reacting to it. Like if you haven't paused or whatever, I think that's kind of gross.
What about a 3-hour stream that's turned down to 40 minutes? Is that just as bad as a 3-hour VOD?
What do you mean? So like the highlights of the reaction
let's say this is something that really is happening. That's why we're putting this context. Let's say Sniper Wolf is putting up a video of her reacting to TikToks, which she very well is. But assuming she also streamed that. This is exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah.
It's not her just streaming and watching those and calling it a day, leaving maybe the VOD up on Twitch, which is like native to the setting of the platform.
Yeah, if she would have ripped the VOD from her Twitch and then upload that.
She's not just ripping the VOD. She's taking it and fetching it to an editor and going, all right, and then they're making a compilation of her.
Yeah, I think that
just
it's
as bad.
No, of course not. It would be a lot like it's fine to react to stuff because there's a mechanism for it to get taken down, and then there can be like if you're the content creator that's being disserviced or whatever, you can draw attention to it, and there's ways for you to be compensated for that through the public eye or whatever. It's in your favor. It's in your favor to stand up against it. You have methods to do stuff about it. You're advantageous to like make a uproar about it if you want to. But it's kind of shady to like, let's say you're watching an hour-long video and then you upload like an hour and 15-minute video, which is you reacting to it with you pausing a couple times. Like, that's kind of weird. We're not really adding much to it. It's just like your face in the screen.
Around the X thing is because I watched a JFK assassination like video from a guy who makes videos, you know, once a year, basically, every 6 months, and he puts a lot of effort into them. So view detracting.
But did his audience, was it recommended? Was it going through the algorithm? Was he like, were they going to watch it in the first place? That is one thing that I think is still important to consider.
I mean, I guarantee XQC got served in some way or another.
Maybe. I don't know.
Whether it's algorithm or chatter or whatever.
But okay. But then taking your highlights of the reaction, because I'm sure there's going to be some dead time where you just watching the clip,
there's
editing that down.
But you see the highlights in the VOD. That's the difference in XQC basically did the VOD, bro.
So I'm saying that they're still fine. One is a little bit worse than the other, but like putting in the effort of making it more transformative, it seems right. But I think you're probably okay to still do the reaction. I don't think it's the end of the world, but
true.
I think I'm the I hate people who soy. It makes me so mad. I'm soying against people who soy, but I just think it's a nothing burger. I'm guessing, I haven't watched a Sniper Wolf video of her reacting, that there's probably a lot of like intentionality and effort that goes into it.
It's a quick scroll through the thumbnails, and I'm just like, I see what the point of anger is for certain people, you know?
Yeah, maybe.
Being able to just look at it and be like, oh yeah, that is like 500 thumbnails, basically.
Wasn't Sniper Wolf a gamer before? Didn't she?
Fork knife.
She did fork knife, okay.
I did fork knife once. It was fun.
I won my first fork knife game on Christmas 2 years ago. I was happy about that.
Was it your first game on the game too?
No. I think I've talked about this. I used to drive to Springfield to see a buddy who went to SEMO, and
I don't think you have talked about this.
Oh, my buddy lived in Springfield, and so I would take the 3-hour drive every couple weekends to go see him. It was like once a month or something. When would I do that? I don't know. Just every couple of weekends, I would have like a weekend off or something.
Yeah.
And so then he got Fortnite on his Xbox one day. He's like, dude, you got to try this. And I was like, ugh, okay, whatever. And then that's all we did for like 48 hours.
Yeah.
Like we were planning on going to bars and stuff. We like had pizza dropped off at the house. We paid like $80 for the pizza because it was from a bar. Like we were locked in. We didn't fucking care about anything else. This is a lot of fun until they added Vegeta and then ruined everything.
No, shut the fuck up. That's the best part of the game. I have a banger tweet about that. It's like beloved anime character gets added to Fortnite. My interest peaks yet again. I play for a month. My interest wanes. The next shonen character comes out. My interest peaks yet again. Like, it's just a cycle, dude.
Yeah. I gotta keep you engaged somehow.
I bought the fucking Naruto like in Kakashi skin, and then I bought Vegeta and Goku when those came out. I stopped buying skins after that. That was legitimately a thing that happened. When they put anime in, I was like, I'm in. That was the best part of it, dude. Fuck that. You know what? When we had fucking the Detroit Smash from My Hero Academia and lightsabers at the same time a couple months ago, great time, dude. Not to mention,
once they added planes,
so good,
it just really fell off. Once they added planes and then took away building,
with the vehicles and shit. No, taking away buildings, great. It's just a different game mode. It's not the fucking, we're taking away building for everybody. People can want to build. You guys can go have your fun. Do your sky bases, you little weirdos. I'm just gonna shoot. I'm gonna play the game.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think building is so boring, dude.
You're just not good at it. You just need to get good. Scrub.
Oh, you're correct. I am not good at it. I could barely build a 3x3 blind, like when we first started playing back in the day. And
this masonry shit's fucking stupid.
Dude, I remapped it on my fucking mouse and everything. I got pretty decent at doing it, and then I just stopped playing for years. And then by the time I got back into it, no build was around.
It was gone.
So I'm just like, all right, let's do it.
Did you it's video game related, so we're segueing into something else. If you're done talking about Forknoff.
I could talk about Forknoff. I could not talk about Forknoff. Whatever works.
Did you see the PoE 2
exhibition
exhibition
until like Was it sometime next year?
Yeah, but they did like a whole instead of getting rid of a game, it will now be a standalone release. Great, that's awesome.
That's
What was
cool.
the release date? I thought it was gonna say release date. Do.
June 7th, 2024. That's what I'm
Ah,
seeing according to a Discord server.
I googled it, and that's also what I'm seeing.
I googled it. I gobbledygooked it. So here's the question. Video games. You still playing Tears of the Kingdom? What have you been playing?
So I took a little bit of a break after I beat the. I was like halfway through. I think halfway through the campaign, because I like found a good stopping point, and then I wanted to take my knowledge of the game and like my understanding of everything, and I wanted to go back and see somebody play it from the beginning. So ZFG, the notorious Ocarina of Time speedrunner, who was on CLG Gaming. He was one of their three speedrunning peoples. He uploaded his entire playthrough. So I got to kind of rewatch it and see like him struggle with some puzzles that I found really easily, and then like solve some puzzles that took me forever, like very quickly. So that was really cool.
Nice.
So I was watching that for like a really long time, and then last night I finally picked it up again, and then sank another 12 hours into it or whatever.
Nice.
Yesterday and today.
Nice.
But that's about it. I don't.
Nice.
I have like idle factory on my computer running, but nothing else.
Okay. Nerd. No, I'm kidding. Let's see. So I have been playing a lot of the 2v2v2v2 game mode of League of Legends.
League of Legend.
Yes. Instead of having some big stupid map that's 5v5, you have one teammate and you fight different teams in little arenas and skirmishes. Game lasts like, I don't know, 15 minutes maybe. If you win, and if you lose and go out fourth, it's like maybe 10.
Wow.
Yeah, it's good, dude. It's really, really fucking fun. It's a
I
problem.
can't wait. I can't wait until the League of Legends rock paper scissors match, where every match lasts 5 seconds.
Nah, dude, that's not how quick it lasts. It lasts like 30 seconds. Shut up. You're wrong. No, I'm kidding. It's just like, I don't know. It's refreshing to actually have a different map that has like a different set of content for League, considering they've had other maps in the past and they've deleted them from existence.
Yeah.
So
Wait, this is the one that's like a straight line?
No.
Okay.
It's big.
This
It's a
is
circle, and there's a couple different maps for the thing. There's like one that has a couple different like little healing plants. There's one that has one in the dead center only. There's yeah, you get the idea. There's like different like structures and setups.
Does it have FPS mode? Does it have first person?
No, but it has battle royale mode, where all of a sudden, if you guys keep fighting, the storms of fires are coming in.
Oh, so you're forced to go to get
Yes,
into the
yes,
zone.
you
That's
must,
pretty cool.
and it shrinks a little bit, and then it shrinks a little bit, and then it shrinks a little bit, and it gets real small, and you got to fight. Someone's
Neato.
gonna die. Someone's gonna win. You know, so it's
That's
kind
awesome.
of like a little like team fight battle royale. It's fun.
Okay.
It's good.
Okay.
Aside from that, though, I have gotten my toes wet in some other things.
Oh.
So I am my highest rating ever in Marvel Snap this season. I'm
Based?
like maybe like 5 games if I play really, really well. Maybe like 30 games if I don't. Away from Infinite, which is the highest rank. So I'm pretty close.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I've been
Wow.
putting off playing the grind too, and I really don't know why. I think there's just no deck I'm attached to as much this season. Or there was a deck I was attached to, and then they nerfed it because they changed the way it plays fundamentally, with like adjusting some numbers. So instead of having this like 4, 5, 6 sequence that was perfect like every game that I could make a couple different plays out of, now they made that 5 turn card a 4 turn card essentially, and it kind of fucks up the whole vibe. And I'm like, I don't know what to do with you anymore.
Bitch, don't kill my vibe. Bitch, don't
But
kill my
most
vibe.
importantly, and what's going to rejuvenate me streaming, because I haven't streamed in like over a month.
Yeah.
Straight up. Haven't gone live at all. Haven't been feeling it. But what's going to end up rejuvenating it, because I had a lot of fun doing this, and I ended up getting like, this is kind of the interactions I want to get, is like random new people who come in and are like, oh, what's this? And then they chill for a minute and then they leave, like, 30 minutes later. Pokemon ROMs. So in the past, and I've played like
Nuzlocke. Yeah.
I've Nuzlocked. I've had like it's always just someone random like hello. I'm like, hey, what's up? I'm naming Pokemon after viewers, Next one I catch will be named after the next person who chats or whatever. Blah blah blah. So then like it works. You get that little bit of interaction. You get that little bit of growth, and then they get to have that attachment and all that other dumb shit to it. See what's going on. But I already finished one ROM hack recently on my phone. Pokemon Gaia. It's pretty good. Would recommend. It's about the Reggie Pokemon.
Reggie.
Yes, like Reggie
Alecki.
Reggie Alecki and Reggie Draco are not in it.
Bastards. Those are newer, right? I think those were Sword and Shield era. Anyway, go ahead.
They're either Sword and Shield or they're
Sun and Moon.
Violet. I don't know.
Also,
I'm probably going to be playing Violet very soon because I've owned it since Christmas of last year and haven't opened it.
For the Switch?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Why?
It's borderline unplayable at some points, I think. The FPS is like horrid.
Nah, it'll be fine.
Horrendous.
They
Like
put a patch
Kingdom Hearts
No,
Online.
Hang on. You're
Copium.
wrong.
You're
No, 'cause
coping.
They legitimately put a patch out within the first couple of days of the game's release. They fixed quite a few issues. I don't know how much like worse and better it still could be, and I'm sure it could be better. Because
I was watching
last 3
playthroughs
years-
a couple weeks later, and there would be like NPCs walking in the background, and they would like
I mean,
just
they
be, like,
might do
stutter
that
walking.
dumb shit, but you know what? I don't really care about that. I'm there
Just
for
good
the
luck.
battling.
That's all I'm saying.
there for the
It's gonna be
battling.
fun.
I'm there to.
And it is a cool environment. Like Arceus is an interesting, like Breath of the Wild Pokemon is cool.
Also need to play that. I have not played more than an hour and a half into it. There's a lot of really cool Pokemon in that game too that I actually really would like to get my hands on.
Yeah, and do what to him? What do you want to do, the Pokemon
for
Fleep?
the competitive environment? Thank you, fucking weirdo.
Oh, you know why Vaporeon's my favorite Pokemon?
Okay, you're done. You're done. I do know what that meme is, and I'm done. I'm not.
Good, yes.
But the most interesting game I've played is a Pokemon game, but it is not. It's kind of okay. So you know what ROM hacks are, correct?
For the uninitiated, it is a download of the game's data that has been reprogrammed to run on different software.
Yes. So basically
Usually, it also involves
you
like
have an emulator. You have to have the ROM of the original game, and then you have to actually go somewhere to acquire the data that you will then have to actually like put into. Like there's a tool you use to combine the two essentially.
and then you can edit the game to like make your own ROM hack, which is like the Fleeb's Scarlet and Violet.
There was there was the Ludlock or Ludwig where it was like Mogul whatever it was. But then there's ones that are like there's ones that are fan made games that are just entirely new regions. They have fake Pokemon, which I'm not a fan of the fake Mon ones. I think those are really
kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean there's some ones that actually do have some good fake Mon from what I've heard that like actually fit it within the world, but there's never. If you watch anyone's list of like these are the top ones, like my opinions of every one I've ever played, there's never one higher than B tier. Like it's good, but it's never very good. The ones that are always at the top though are the difficulty ones. So like Fire Red Kaizo, Emerald Kaizo are pretty good examples. But then the one that's I've heard really good reviews about, and now I can give a pretty damn good review on, is Rogue Emerald. So what Rogue Emerald is, it's like a roguelike game. Where you go into the lab, you get 1 of 3 Pokemon to start, and then you start doing runs. And you get given like just a bunch of shit in the overworld. The routes are randomized, the trainers are randomized. There's like levels per. You fight like so many routes, you do so many different things. You go fight a gym leader. If you go farther on, you do that, whatever. Once you lose your run, you will then go back to the overworld. And then you have like rare candies. And if you level your Pokemon up, you can like opt to skip past the first gym, second gym, third gym, etc. Giving yourself farther and farther runs to complete.
I really enjoy that method of gameplay. It's very, very fun.
I have never had more fun with a Pokemon game in my entire life. Because like the fun thing about a Pokemon game is always the first playthrough because it's like the world of adventure. You're like, oh, I get to like see what's gonna happen. You know what happens when you have a randomized game constantly that you never know
every time you're like, oh, I wonder what's gonna happen.
There's like a light amount of choice where it like gives you an option where it's like here's a tough burly route, and then here's a average like normal route. Like they give you like basically like a level of difficulty and then assigned with like what would be a group of like 3 types of Pokemon essentially. So you might see like a spooky route, like ghost types, dark types, whatever.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You need something to round something out. There's like a little bit of strategy to picking runs, but in reality, bro, you might get fucked. Like you might have this idea of like, oh, I can get this, and then you have 3 terrible options.
Well, so you played Binding of Isaac, or you know about it?
I've played a little bit, yeah. I never
So,
played
like,
it to completion. 'Cause I had a
so the
friend
thing-
who played the entirety of it. Like, he was super into it.
The thing about Isaac is like there's like a very steep learning curve, and then there's also unlocks that go into it. So like
Yeah.
the first part of the game is like just understanding how to play. You could have like a really run that's set up for success for you, and then you just can't take advantage of it.
Yep.
And so then eventually, as you learn how the game works and you learn the stuff, you're no longer taking bad items or whatever, blah blah. You get better and also have more tools in your toolbox.
Yep.
I'm curious if the Pokemon emulators have that sort of like if there's weirdness introduced where it's like things that you would not have normally seen that like have random and like a question mark candy or something, or like a pill that like could do damage or take away health or whatever, that sort of thing. That would be based if they had like stuff where it's
One
like
thing
okay,
they do have in Rogue Emerald actually is they have this game show section where you get given a left and a right option only, and then he's like, "All right, pick one of the two, and whatever you have a good thing or a bad thing," and then it will be like, "All right, oh no, you poked the wrong one. Take away 1,000 money." Like, I'll stand. Sometimes I'll just stand at the left side only, right? Spam
Yeah.
A for the whole thing. You're like,
Yeah.
"Oh no, you lost 1,000. Oh no, you picked correctly. You gained 5,000. Oh no, you lost. Your one Pokemon got a little weaker. Oh, you won. All your Pokemon just got a little stronger." So
wow,
there is that kind of little bit of wackiness that you can adjust there, but there's a lot you can do with it too. So it's impressive. I also played a lot of Hades in the last couple of months. I like me some Hades. I'm ready for Hades too. I have not beaten Hades yet. I've been to the man himself 3-4 times. Got pretty close once. Never beat him. Haven't gotten back in a while. It is what it is.
I've never played Hades, but I've seen such good things about it that it's on my to-do list eventually.
Oh, if you like roguelikes, you will enjoy Hades.
Yeah, I mean, I also haven't. I don't own Isaac. I just played it at a friend's house for a little bit, and there was a Twitch streamer named Cobalt Streak who like I would watch. He was my first Twitch sub. I was subscribed to him for like 7 years, and then like that he was like the master of Isaac, and so that really got me to appreciate and enjoy that sort of thing. So, I'm always open to like. There was another one with, oh my god, it was a roguelike where it was like about physics, and you would have like a wand, and you could like select the.
Scribblenauts?
It's not Scribblenauts, but like you could build like the order of operations for your specific things, and then so like it would be like it penetrates dirt and then it spreads out and then it catches on fire, like, and so you would not know anything about the game, and then eventually you'd learn. It was just a much more involved. I'm gonna look up what this is called. You talk about something, Philippe, while I look this up real quick.
I have this thought that I've been thinking about for like, I don't know, 2 minutes now.
Okay.
What is a game that you never owned, but like you played at someone else's house that you always wanted to own? You never did.
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Okay. For me, at first it was Dynasty Warriors, and then I never got one for years. And then when I was like 18, I bought like 5 on PS2. And I was like, I'm going to just beat the shit out of this game. I'm going to absolutely fucking gobsmack it.
Uh-huh.
And then I did.
And then you did. Based.
Yeah, those games got really way too complicated because they started adding like weapon systems. So every character had like weapons you could grind for and boost stats to get like min-max.
Yeah.
And min-maxing in a hack and slash game is kind of...
I just like hacking and slashing, finding the golden items.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Like
Baldur's
Hyrule
Gate,
Warriors is cool.
Dark Alliance.
Ooh. Are you talking about the scene, the thing?
I'm talking about it not being canon and being a disgusting. I'm so sad that they sold the license out.
Yeah.
I love you, buddy. I'll see you in the morning, okay?
Yeah, he will. Yeah, he will.
Yeah.
Got him all week, dog.
He's gonna be seeing me every morning and every night for the next 5 days.
Hell yeah, dog.
Woo!
Dad mode.
We're gonna be all right.
Activated. Oh yeah. It's a good time being a father.
It'll be a time for sure.
I will be there, present, available.
What's the bullet game? That one looks really fun too.
Bullet hell?
It's not bullet.
I
Is
don't
it
know.
bullet hell?
I have no idea.
No. You gotta know about this game. Bullet Rogue, like.
Oh my god! You ever just get a text from your mole man and you just cannot read the contents of it out loud? You can't help but laugh.
No, no, my wife does not text me dirty things like that anymore.
No,
So
it's not
sorry to tell you.
dirty. It's not dirty. It's funny.
I cannot read this.
It's gross.
The game is called Enter the Gungeon.
Oh yeah, I've heard about that game.
It's about guns. It's about guns.
Enter the Gungeon.
Yeah. Anyway,
You do roguelikes or they're mad tight. I like them. I like having that replayability. And then I also think about like even if I beat it, wouldn't I just keep replaying it anyways, see if I can do it better?
mm-hmm.
Isn't that the problem though? Isn't that when we get addicted to video game?
Yeah, because you get to cycle through it, and then there's things out of your control, but then things that are in your control. And so if you are trying to get better at it,
Right.
it can sometimes like
I
fuck
don't know.
with you.
There was a point in time where like when I was playing Diablo 3 a couple years ago when I got like because I played it when it first came out, but I didn't really play it. And then I got like way into the adventure stuff and like, you know, seasonals and all that shit. And when I did that, like I realized number one, this is fucking crazy. Like that people actually like do this all the time. But number two, I started dreaming of like layouts of maps unfolding in front of myself. Like after hours of playing in a day, like I played too much, and then I would still dream of it when I closed my eyes. Like I closed my eyes and I'd still see like the little like lines of the hallways. But then like I'd actually actively dream of it too, and I was like, whoa.
You know what? You know what I did that with? It's 2 games.
All right, let's hear it.
I really got into Tetris one time.
Tetris rules, dude. I want to play Tetris right now.
I would look away and like my world would be like dropping. Like it was super weird. And then the second one was Doodle Jump. I played so much Doodle Jump my sophomore year of high school that I would start seeing like I don't know, it would affect my vision it would be like burned into my physical desktop, my brain desktop. Anyway,
Doodle Jump, God, I played so much of that game for like a little bit of time. Like for 2 months, I played so much fucking Doodle Jump. That and
those
Fruit
were the
Ninja.
days, man. Mm-hmm.
Nah, dude, those were not the days. Those were horrible. I hated it. It was a bad fucking time to be a gamer. It was.
Okay.
Those are not like good gamer moments, you know. Like Breath of the Wild was like an insane moment, you know, for gaming. Like playing Kingdom Hearts 2 when I was a child. Insane, actually, to think about now. How good that fucking game is. But, like, playing Doodle Jump mindlessly, not a good
Just wasting
moment.
away.
Yeah,
Fair
it's
enough.
not a good moment for gaming. Like,
You know what was a good moment for gaming?
Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2.
Killzone. Killzone.
Oh, I never played Killzone.
There's another one that I'm trying to find the name of that was fucking insane. Resistance.
Games you always wanted to play but never did.
I couldn't own this because it was rated M, but Resistance: Fall of Man was such a fun game, because it was like Halo-ish, but for the PlayStation, and so it was all like multiplayer based.
Okay.
You would play on maps and stuff.
Yeah.
But it was just they had a little bit of fun game stuff.
Made by Insomniac. That's interesting.
They had like a flamethrower, and then there were like these levels that had like jump pads, but it was like supposed to be real like world
It's
stuff.
really funny because I'm just saying like, oh, the guys who made Ratchet and Clank sounds like a Ratchet and Clank game.
But it was like realistically.
And it was like horror and zombies
Yeah.
and skulls.
It's fun times. And we would hack out of the map a little bit because there was poor map design in some areas, and so you would just like fuck around and be invincible.
One time I was playing Dead Space at my friend Steve's house, and this was like, I don't know, in my early 20s because he was obsessed with Dead Space at the time. How good this game was, and it was like years old. This was like 2016, dude. Like not even that long ago. And this game is like, I don't know, a couple years old at this point, maybe even older. I don't know the exact years on Dead Space. This is not the remake, for the record, obviously.
Yeah.
There was like this part on a cliff. Maybe this was Dead Space 3. I don't know. Either way, there's like this part on the side of a cliff where you have like this like weird like alien space cat thing. It's like lashing its claw down over the cliff at you. You have to like try to sneak by without getting it. My friend's like, dude, you're gonna fucking like, you're gonna. Yeah, you get them. This is actually how Steve talked to. He's like, dude, you're gonna fucking get like, dude, don't do that. Don't do that, dude. And I'm just like, nah, watch, I got this. So I like take the stick and I'm like as lightly touching it to the left as possible to go across. The game fucking bugs out and I like phase into the wall. And and it just like works and goes through, and I'm just like, I am the master of all.
I figured it out.
I,
Dude,
I video game harder than anyone.
did you ever want to be a beta tester? Did you remember that being like
Who
the
didn't?
job that was advertised for you?
Who didn't want that?
Oh my god. And you know what made me want to do that? For whatever reason, I don't know if I was okay, wait. I asked you a
know.
question, but I was going to answer. I was playing Jack 2. Jack 2.
Jack and Dexter.
Yes, the sequel. And I entered like a weird mode where the enemies weren't interacting with me, so I could like walk up to them in this zone and
I
like
might just
kill
go
them.
360.
And then I was like clipping through the walls and stuff, and then I would just like fall out of the map.
Sick.
And I could never figure out how I did it and stuff, but it was a crazy like, oh my god, I just broke the game. I could be a beta tester. I could find glitches like this too.
Dude, I can do glitches. I can press buttons until something
I know-
wrong happens.
Do beta
Isn't that
testers
what
even
beta
exist?
testing is? Like, isn't that really what it is? Well, yeah, they do. They're all open betas now.
They just it's the $60 release,
Damn,
and then
bro.
you just get to play it.
That's cold. Thanks, Fortnite.
True. Thanks. Every fucking release except for Tears of the Kingdom. It's like the first game that's been released ever that really didn't require much patching.
Yeah.
They did release a patch day one because
Yeah.
petting the dog would break it.
Like
and then-
the dog or the game.
No, petting the dog. Like you couldn't
Yeah,
pet the dog in the game.
Yeah, but I'm saying like would like you break
They,
the
they would
dog?
bug out. The game would just stop working for whatever
That's
reason.
what I'm saying. So did the dog break or did the game break?
That's true.
game.
The,
The game.
the game broke.
Like,
Yes.
Touching the dog broke the game. Not touching the dog broke the dog. That would be a really
Don't
funny
touch
bug if the dog just broke, but everything else
Yeah.
worked fine. The dog's just broken now.
Rip. There's a dog at every stable though, so that would be sad.
You just go around be I am Zelda breaker of dogs. Even though it's not Zelda, it's Link.
Oh man.
Classic. A classic slip by a non-Zelda fan here. Hello.
Yeah, true. You were relating so much right now. I feel so related to.
Dude. I am the 99% of the audience who doesn't give a shit about you talking about Zelda. So
Go
get wrecked.
fuck. Go fuck everyone in your family, all right?
That's kind of weird, but all right.
And on that note, I'm just kidding. What do we got?
I don't know. A headache?
Yeah. I'm still watching these fucking vines or these TikToks of
Bro, you gotta stop watching her make McDonald's. It's so
it's
bad.
making me very mad.
Watching her make scrambled eggs is annoying. Because she's like, don't judge me, I'm making my scrambled eggs. I just learned how to do it. It's like, bro, wait a minute. Like, the technical, like, making them there, learning how to do it's one thing, but, like, you should know how to scramble a fucking egg, idiot.
Based and true. Yes, absolutely.
I'm so sick of people saying they know how to make good breakfast food and they don't even know how to make a Gordon Ramsay scrambled egg. It's live. It's like a risotto.
Cream off the
Creme fresh.
pot.
Creme
Take
fresh.
the creme fresh. Put it on. Stir it.
He's
That's
not
the
wrong,
most
dude. He's
it's-
not wrong. He's not wrong.
Listen, hot take: scrambled eggs are not good. They're just
Scrambled
not a
eggs
good
are
food.
fine.
No.
How
Hot,
do you eat your egg?
fried.
How do you eat your egg? A hot fried egg?
Yeah,
Are you
dude.
kidding me?
Like give me
No.
give me like a little bit of runny inside, mostly hard on the yolk.
Bro,
Ooh.
first off,
Salt and pepper?
if we're going to do a little runniness, we should just be making a poached egg at that point. Because that's just way better.
No, fry the bitch in some olive oil to get you some saturated fats, dude.
No. Fuck olive oil.
What?
No, that would make the egg taste terrible.
It tastes fantastic.
No.
Yes.
You cannot fry an egg.
Get
in
some
olive oil.
ciabatta. Get
This
some
is where the
ciabatta.
real episode is. Hang on. Don't talk to me ever again, first off. Second off, you cannot justify an egg being good with a fucking bread. All right? My debate here is that you should be using butter or, like, I don't know, if you're going crazy, a bacon fat or sausage fat if you have it left over in the pan and cooking it already. If you're saying cooking on a grease of a meat that you had already cooked, that would be the peak way to fry an egg, in my opinion. But olive oil, Eski, I'm disappointed.
What is wrong? Like objectively, what is wrong with
Olive oil has a certain kind of taste to it. It has a lower heat, like a higher smelling point.
great.
Yeah, no.
You're adding that flavor. You're adding that. Yes, extra virgin olive oil. Pour it in the
No.
pan. Fry your egg. Take your
There's
bacon.
So much wrong with that. Like,
Toss it
I
on
lo-
there.
I love. I don't get me wrong. I love EVOO. I think it's a fine
Take your-
Are
thing.
you talking about oiling your bacon?
Yes. No, oiling my eggs.
Tell her exactly why I'm upset. Tell her why I'm upset right now.
He's mad because you're.
It's oil, butter, or grease.
Yeah, so he thinks that it's very odd that I'm using olive oil. He thinks the taste is
In
being
particular,
compromised.
olive oil
In particular,
over
olive
everything
oil.
else.
Yeah, I mean, occasionally I'll do bacon first and just use the bacon grease, but there's so
I
much.
always use bacon.
There's so much, so then it
Thank
ends
you,
up getting
Rachel.
We
like.
have a
You're-
literal cup of bacon.
Thank you,
grease.
Rachel. Thank you. She's speaking my fucking
At
language
any
right now.
time
Yes,
you
Thank
she
need-
is a
Thank
she is a
you.
true
Thank you.
Missouri
She's talking
girl.
truth right now.
The
Thank
true
you.
Missouri girl has the mug of bacon grease
Tell her I
sitting
said
on the.
thank you.
Can you
There's
hear
nothing
him?
wrong with it. It's just fat.
See,
No,
no, I
listen.
don't think there's anything wrong with it either.
No,
I'm
you
just
tell
saying
her-
that olive oil.
You're misinterpreting your wife right now. No, you gotta tell her I am not on the fence of using oil. I'm saying olive oil in particular is
extremely
gross.
against
Everything
olive
else
oil.
is fine.
He's extremely against olive oil. I think it's perfectly reasonable. I think if you take some olive
It's
oil,
just-
you
it
get the
feels
fried
very,
egg,
like,
you take your ciabatta bread, you press it in there, you
I
put a bacon
can't.
press on it, you cook the bacon afterwards, and then you make yourself a bacon, egg, and ciabatta sandwich. It's
it just sounds
pristine.
very white when you cook an egg in olive oil.
Avocado oil
Sounds
would be
very
a better choice. That's my solution.
Avocado oil?
Yes,
Whatever.
avocado oil fucking rules.
Yeah, you're a
Way
fucking
better for
millennial. That's why you would say that. This is Zoomerland over here, okay?
Zoomerland is using the oil that we add the most. Like, oh god, I can't.
Yeah. It's
I love
fantastic.
olive oil. I think you're misunderstanding. Olive oil is a great oil, just not for eggs, in my opinion.
I-
Out of olive oil for like
But I know, and I've been suffering. We haven't replenished our olive oil. I've been missing out on protein.
We literally don't have olive oil in our house either right now. We haven't for almost a month and a half, and I don't miss it at all.
I think about it all the time, but
I
I'm
use
waiting
avocado
for.
oil. I'll use vegetable oil occasionally in certain things. I use most.
You
of it
have
in
to-
mix
we gotta get that
butter
shit
and
at
oil.
Costco because olive oil is expensive.
You have to
That's
get
what I'm
olive oil
saying, girl. Preach
that's
on the Costco shit.
from the same like source. Because what'll happen is they'll press olives in different areas and they'll have like different numbers and stuff of like dates, and then it'll all get mixed into the same batch, and you don't actually know when that shit goes bad.
Hey, yo, fuck olives. All my homies hate olives.
Okay, no, I'm just audience, just open your mind up a little bit,
Sound
give it a
out in
try.
the comments below. Do you like olives or do you not like olives?
Yeah,
Tell me why
true.
Eski's wrong.
Yeah, based.
Now, there's nothing
I am
really
wrong.
wrong with olive oil for eggs, ultimately, but I would not be my first choice. If I'm frying
just-
an egg,
I think olive oil goes with everything. It's great.
that's crazy, dude.
It's not like it's not like even an Italian or like pride for the thing. I like olive oil with stuff. I like especially ciabatta bread. Like that is such a classic combo where you toast it in the pan with some olive oil. Ooh, it's just
miss me, dog. That's what I
okay.
say to that.
Whatever. Fair enough. I don't
say
have
ciabatta
more
is
words
the
for you.
weakest of breads. I say focaccia bread rises up.
Focaccia with your finger holes because you want to put your thumbs in it
good
afterwards.
black pepper focaccia though actually is so fucking good. And don't
Hmm.
get me wrong, like a little olive oil on a plate with a little Parmesan cheese and some black pepper in it, delicious.
Dude, just eating it now. You're not cooking with it. You need to
that's fine.
incorporate
Well,
it.
You can't cook with it too. I'm not saying that it's wrong with
Just
the
go
bread or
drink a
things. I'm saying
teaspoon of
when
olive
it
oil,
comes
all right?
To a fried egg or any egg for that matter, olive oil will be the last thing I'm using.
The title of this episode is olive oil okay with your eggs? Question mark.
Will you bring
Can
me a gun if you
actually,
answer Eski's question?
Make
that
it
way?
make it a question. Can you cook eggs with olive oil? Question mark. Or
Dude.
maybe should you?
Dude, I don't know. The ethics of this podcast are dead, and so is your cooking ethics as well.
Fair enough.
The olive oil with eggs.
I will accept
I'm
defeat here.
infuriated, dude.
Okay.
I can't handle it. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't handle it.
Okay.
I can't.
If you want to see more horrible recipes, make sure to check out my link tree in the description. linktr.ee/Eski
Dude.
with 3 underscores.
My sister tried to use. So my family does fucking vegan everything.
Oh
Okay.
God.
Yeah, and like like whatever kind of not even vegan necessarily, but like definitely grain free, gluten free, whatever nonsense.
Hippy
Sugar
dippy.
substitute exactly. My sister made a fucking cake, and she used instead of using regular olive oil for the cake, she used rosemary infused olive oil. Oh boy, wouldn't be made a mistake if you weren't using olive oil. A fucking cake.
Just don't be retarded.
Dude, my mom.
Just
Okay,
kidding.
hear me out. Hear me out. So my mom has had a few times where she's made a dessert that are come out questionable results. Okay, one of them was a key lime pie for my birthday. I don't know, 5 more years ago, maybe even.
Okay.
And she had substituted key limes with regular limes and just tried to do a whole bunch of dumb shit. Tried to use like the the peel of it to get a proper little zest. It was not a good zest. It was nothing but lime peel in your fucking mouth, and like,
Oh
yeah.
no.
So my grandpa, like, who is old and doesn't have a lot of taste buds apparently. After like he's like a dessert like fiend, but not in the sense of he'll eat a bunch of dessert at dinner. He'll keep the dessert and eat it for breakfast every day for the next week.
Base. That's the only way to do it.
At this time, I lived with them too. This had to have been more than 5 years ago, actually. And he kept the key lime pie. He kept it, and he like ate this key lime pie that everyone else was like, "This is bad." Like we had to like break it, like, "This is bad." So he kept it and ate like 6 slices of that bitch. All right.
Jesus Christ.
So my mom texted me the day or the other day and was just like, "Hey,
he
what do you want to
died.
do for?" Shut up, dude. That's fucked up. My grandpa, man.
I'm sorry. I'm
All
just.
right. So listen, my mom texted me today. And she's like, "We're gonna do your birthday on Tuesday because my birthday is Tuesday." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I guess we could do that like at 7 or whatever." So make all the tentative plans. And she's like, well, "Doing this, making this for food. Someone will do this. Like, do you like want a dessert?" And I'm like, "Whatever works." And she's like, "I gotta make key lime pie." And I'm just like, "Are you sure about that?" And she's like, "I won't substitute anything. I learned my lesson." And I'm like, "Damn
Oh
right."
my god. Dude, that's the worst. Is like when you try to do something and then like it becomes like a thing with everyone.
There's
It's like,
a
oh
level of substitutions when it comes to cooking that are acceptable. You know?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
using lactose-free milk instead of like regular milk in a dish. You can't use like here's the thing, oat milk, probably not a good substitute.
they will no, absolutely. We tried to do pancake mix with oat milk one time. It just didn't cook
work.
right.
It just doesn't happen. It just burns texture. Yeah.
Ugh.
And you could add more powder, you could add more milk, whatever you need to do to balance it. Doesn't work. It just doesn't hit the same. It doesn't settle right. So there's like certain, like I'm saying, like lactose-free milk, technically different than regular milk, right? But it kind of sets the same, kind of does the same, doesn't really change anything, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. The key lime pie was a scar, and that's my favorite fucking dessert.
Fun fact about key lime pie: if you ever make it out to the Cape Cod, that's where rich white people go. You should look into it.
I thought they went to the Hamptons.
Maybe they do. I don't know. It's actually Martha's Vineyard is like the really, really rich part, and then Connecticut's like where all the rich people live. So they just
Mar-a-Lago.
fuck around in a circle. Yeah. Okay. Or the fucking other. There is a restaurant that makes the. You can never actually communicate this effectively. It's the best dessert I will ever eat in my entire life.
Swear
Like
to God, you tell me it's a Red Lobster, I'm gonna kill myself.
No, it's a place called Moby Dick's. It's like a family-owned seafood restaurant.
Okay.
It's like, it is expensive seafood because it's on the Cape and they can get away with it, and the seafood's pretty good. But they have this key lime pie by the slice. They put a little whipped cream on the side, and it's like $8 a fucking slice. And I'm not shitting you. It is so
$8
fucking
is not even that much for a
good.
slice.
It's so good. I'll drop $160 at the place just to take a couple pies home with us. I'm not joking you. We will eat those pies. Oh, so
Damn,
Moby
I want
Dick's.
pie now.
Go talk to your mother because
I have to
she's
wait a couple days, dog. Shut up.
Wait, so your birthday's coming up?
Yeah, my birthday's like 2 days from now.
Oh, I have to get you something.
No, you
I
don't.
have to send you a gift via Marvel Snap. I'll make an account just for you.
Please
Give you
don't.
AIDS. Is that what you just?
Baby. I don't know.
Oh my
That would be crazy if you did, though, wouldn't it be? That'd be kind of
Yeah.
I would have a title from about fucking olive oil and eggs. Like,
You'd
you gave
actually-
me what?
You'd be so impressed. You couldn't even be mad. It's like how did he do this
I don't even know what's
across the
going on
country?
anymore.
I didn't. Yeah.
Dude, the transmission rate is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's just funny. No, you don't have to give me anything, dude. Don't do that.
Okay. Well,
Too
audience, if you're
I'm
listening,
too old.
Okay. I don't need anything. I just want to sleep in. Watch TV for 3
On a
hours.
fucking Tuesday, yeah, right.
You're gonna work on your birthday,
Yeah, of
loser.
course, dude. I'm gonna be 31. Why would I?
Do you get
fucking take
vacation?
off work? Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna burn it on my birthday on a Tuesday. What am I gonna do? Go to work tomorrow? That's like, I have to go to work the day before and the day after. You know, like
Yeah,
there's just
true.
no fucking point, like in just being off. I don't see the point.
Fair enough.
I'd rather save it. I'd rather wait for like a 3-day weekend and then tack a day on and make it a 4-day or something.
Damn, that's the way to go.
Yeah, that's
and
the
this,
hood OG move.
yeah.
son.
True.
You don't tag it on
Or-
the Friday before because you never know if the big boss will let you off on that Friday before early too. Then you're just burning time you didn't need to burn. Tag it on that
Or-
Tuesday.
Find a week that you're working overtime and then tack your vacation time on top of that.
Bro,
So you're getting paid
bro,
3.5.
doubt. Press X. Me
X to
doing that.
doubt.
Bro, me working overtime.
Fair enough. People
Yeah,
at UPS did it, man. They would wait for holiday pay
Ah, yes,
overnight.
the great wrap-up topic, the UPS labor strike that almost happened.
Wait, was there a? I don't even know about
You
that.
didn't know that?
No.
No, there was almost a major strike at UPS. They settled before it
Almost.
could, yeah. Well, it settled before it could happen.
Damn, son.
Yeah, I could pull up all the
Where'd you
numbers if wanted
find
me
that?
to. Where did I find it? I have a friend who works at UPS, and he was talking about everything, and then our other friend was talking about it with him because he works for GM. So he was talking about like being a laborer.
You know that's like a tagline. We're full circle to the beginning. Damn, son, where'd you find that?
Oh, I didn't hear the damn son. I heard the where'd you find that? I didn't hear the damn son.
Dude, that actually ends it so well. We need to cut it here.
Yeah,
we'll talk
I
about. We'll
agree.
start with UPS next week.
Yeah, they're gonna make up to $49 an hour though. Isn't that crazy?
Up to
Yeah, man.
that, I guess, were they
They're-
capped or something? I don't know.
They're highest in the nation at $49 an hour.
That's nutty. But I'm telling you, these guys aren't really like, if you're a loader or if you're like a supervisor on the floor, you're killing it because you're already getting paid premium for night shift. And then if you're 40 hours a week, you're almost guaranteed overtime because there's plenty of shifts to cover. And then they allow you to use your vacation while you're working. So if you work a holiday and you're working overnight and you tag your vacation but still come into work anyway, you're getting like $3,000 like in that 1 week or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can totally, I don't know how they manage to pay out from like on a payroll perspective when
Because
people
they
do
make
that
a
shit.
lot of money.
Fair enough. Yeah. But there were guys that,
An episode.
hey, thanks
Hey.
for listening, guys.
We'll worry about those guys later, maybe on the
Yeah.
Patreon.
Yeah,
Ooh.
maybe.
Don't forget to
Mm.
like, comment, subscribe. See you nerds later. Goodbye.
Bye.